Israel-Gaza war has resulted in thousands of casualties, and as the war in between the two rages, innocent people continue to face the maximum brunt. In the latest, a group of international journalists covering clashes on the border in South Lebanon have been hit by shelling. The shelling resulted in the death of at least one Reuters videographer, while 6 other journalists suffered severe injuries. The Associated Press and Al Jazeera claimed the unfortunate incident was as a result of Israeli shelling. The shelling occurred during an exchange of fire along the Lebanon-Israel border between Israeli troops and members of Lebanon's militant Hezbollah group. Images from the scene showed a charred car. The incident, which impacted journalists from Reuters, the Agence France-Presse, Wire Service and Al Jazeera, marks one of the worst press catastrophes yet to emerge from Israel's war against Hamas. Prior to the Friday incident, at least 10 journalists had been killed since the onset of the war, according to the Committee to Protect Journalists.
I want to say how much this demonstrates the enormous risk of spillover of this conflict, namely in relation to Lebanon. And I want to pay tribute to the journalists that so many, unfortunately, the largest number ever last year, so many journalists are paying with their lives the work they do to bring truth to everybody in the world. That I present to their families my deepest condolence.
The Lebanon-Israel border has been witnessing sporadic acts of violence since last week's attack by the militant Palestinian group Hamas on southern Israel. With Israel expected to launch a ground invasion of Gaza, there are growing fears that the fighting could spread to other fronts in the region. Armed groups in southern Lebanon have exchanged sporadic fire across Israel's northern border, where clashes this week have already been the deadliest since 2006. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.